Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Jehovah's Witnesses. I used to be one of you. And I know how it felt when you could not find someone in your own congregation to fall in love, to marry, to have children. So you sneak out of the organization to find someone on the outside to get close to them, whatever it takes to get them to love you. And then you pop the question. No, we're not talking about the marriage. Pop the question. I'm a Jehovah's Witness. If you want, continue our relationship, I'd like for you to come to our meetings, learn to be a Jehovah's Witness. That is blackmail, deceiving. I know. I did it quite a few times. And more I will look back now. And God, those girls rejected me. Because I never knew at the time what this religion really was. So let's get into when the governing bodies talk. And we'll take it from there.
Right. Reference was made to single Christians who have refused to compromise their integrity to Jehovah by getting involved with someone who was not in the Lord. And as we said last night, they're to be commended. Now, it's not that these single Christians don't have opportunities at times. One sister named Anna, a sister in her 30s, had this to say. Recently, a workmate who was not a witness unexpectedly proposed to me. She says, in a way, I was flattered, but I quickly suppressed that feeling because I want to marry only in the Lord.
Only in the Lord. If that was really true, Jehovah's Witnesses. On the other side of the fence, being involved in a cult and a false religion, you are not qualified to marry in the Lord when you're on the opposite side of the truth. And your religion has many lies in it. So it would be better for Jehovah's Witnesses to find someone in the religion, not to bring someone outside the world into this dangerous cult, and then later on find out that his partner did not do enough research on the religion before they went out looking for someone to get involved with, to get married to make sure they have the truth, so they wouldn't make a fool out of themselves later down the line when their marriage partner shows them how evil this religion is. It's something to think about, Jehovah's Witnesses. Let's continue.
Well done. But then, how is a single sister supposed to cope? Here's what Lolly has to say. Wherever I go, I look for real friends in the congregation who will love me and will support me when I'm feeling down. But now notice what she says next. To cement such friendships, I try to show love and interest in others. Has it worked? I've served in 8 different congregations, and I've always found true friends. Often they're not sisters of my own age. Sometimes they are grandmothers or teenagers. So here's a sister who made the best of the situation. She didn't set down a bunch of rules.
And that is what get people in serious trouble. Kids get involved with a minister, a servant, an elder that they could trust, and find out they are pedophiles, child molesters, combined, same. Why? Because they couldn't find someone near their age to associate, to be with, to encourage each other. So they have to go off looking for older people. Jehovah's Witnesses, that's the reason why your religion is falling apart. Because what is hidden from normal Jehovah's Witnesses, sooner or later it's going to come out. And not what's coming out will cause those people to leave this organization. So that's the purpose of these videos, to teach you what we know, to help you to make a decision. Do you want to follow Christ, or do you want to follow those 7 men that has no claim or even evidence they are going to help you to gain eternal life if you follow their teaching? And I know by following the teaching, you're following a blind man into a pit. And that's what your governing body is. Blind men that has no ideal who they are messing with in the invisible force on this earth, and they are following Satan and the demons. And there is nothing holy about them. Let's continue.
I want a friend exactly my age who has exactly my interests. She was willing to be flexible, and as a result, in serving in 8 different congregations, she has always been able to find friends. In every congregation, there are those who need love and affection, so we can take a sincere interest in them. And those of us who are not single, we can certainly do our single brothers and sisters a valuable service by not making tactless remarks. Wouldn't you feel better if you were married? Wouldn't you be happier if you have a mate? Well, sometimes we say things without thinking, but we really want to avoid that type of tactless remark.
Yes, I totally agree. And not only that, that same remark is, you have children your own age, got baptized. You need to get baptized. Just like one's always pushing someone to get married. People, that's where you have a choice to do what you want. Because remember, if we're supposed to follow Christ's examples, didn't it mention that Christ was 30-something years old when he got baptized? 30 years old, not 10, not 15, not 18 years old. He waited till he was 30 years old. So whose example are you going to follow? Your governing body or Christ? Let's continue.
Now, trials of a different nature may come at times. We saw a good demonstration of that yesterday. Suppose you have a brother who's a ministerial servant. He wants to become an elder. He works very hard. He thinks that he's meeting the requirements. A young brother named Michael was in that situation, ministerial servant for several years. And once again, the letter was read, and Michael was not appointed as an elder. He felt devastated. He had worked so hard, and he decided, I'm not going to reach out anymore. There's no point to it. Well, you can understand how Michael would have felt. What does the Bible say? Expectation postponed makes the heart sick. But then, how do we deal with a situation like that? Well, one thing we can do is try to focus on the ways in which Jehovah is blessing us. Perhaps he's not blessing us with a specific privilege of service that we would like to have, but now let's look around and see other ways in which Jehovah is blessing us. And if we can't find any, it shows that we really don't have the right viewpoint. We've got to look harder. Because if we look, we will see that Jehovah is blessing us every day.
You know, I am glad I didn't get too much field service time to work up the ladder to be a minister, servant, or elder. People, if you want to climb the ladder to be someone, to help people, all you have to do is just pick up the Bible and use the power inside the Bible. When you got men, appointed men to be elders, and they're not spiritual guided, because like for example, if Christ knows who his disciples was going to be years before he met them, and many other things, why would he choose elders or these men to be shepherds over the flock of sheep? They were going to turn into pedophiles or badass elders that pushing witnesses around, showing their power. That is not being inspired by Christ, unless Christ is not who he is in this organization that picking evil men, that you be told that if you don't follow these men, then you're rejecting the teaching of Jehovah because he chose those men. People, you don't need a position to live a good life, to help people. And that's where Jehovah's Witnesses is considered a cult, because all they're looking at for glory and power. Just like I knew of a young man that used the brothers and sisters way before he became an elder. He said, I came over to his house and visit him. He said, if you look in my shelves and all that, you'll notice there is no food. I said, why? He said, because I go to this person's house, I go to this other person's house another day I go to another person's house. So he was using brothers and sisters to feed his stomach while he's associating and get buddies with them. And later on, he became a minister servant, and he became an elder. Because he was using his charm to get what he wanted. And that's why I knew the day when I heard he became an elder, I knew he was not picked by the Spirit. He was using people. Hey, I was there. I heard every word he said. And there is people that wants to go further ahead. But if you try to be a good elder to help people, then you have the other elders jumping on you because you're stepping out of line what the elders of this organization are supposed to be. So later you lose your privilege. So Jehovah's Witnesses, why are you still in this false religion? Why are y'all still serving men? And why are you coming on here blaspheming us because you don't hear the truth, what we're talking about? Let's continue.
In addition, it's important to remember that special privileges of service require special qualifications. So it may be that we need to find out exactly what we're lacking so that we can fill the need. The same principle applies if we've lost a privilege of service. An elder who had served in that capacity for years in Central America was removed as an elder. Did it hurt? It was devastating. He said, I've treasured that privilege for so long. But here's what he said. I am going to work hard in whatever way the brothers want to use me and try to recover my privilege of service.
If this elder was humble, where this governing body's talking, what was his crime that was so major that they forced him to step down? Sounded to me this guy was honest-hearted. To make those kind of comments and have a heart, it should have been said that I realized my mistake and I apologize to whoever I stumble because of my eldership. No, you didn't hear that. You only hear what the governing body wants you to hear. And how they twist a story to fit in these talks is to basically shut your mouth and listen to whoever's in charge and do not question any of the teaching. And then you get along with everybody, the elders. Let's continue a little bit more.
Service. Do you think Jehovah would bless an attitude like that? He did. And in time, the brother was reappointed. But now, what can be more devastating? What can be more disappointing for a parent to see a beloved son or daughter get disfellowshipped? Heartbreaking. You put so much time and effort into the training of that son or daughter. And when they get disfellowshipped, you feel so powerless. You feel helpless because it was out of your control. It was out of your hands. They had a choice.
Stop right there. Stop. And listen to my voice. There's no one on this planet can break a bond of a parent and their child unless you choose a deadly religion, a deadly cult, to destroy the one you gave birth to, the one you carried around inside of you before he or she was born. Watch them to grow up into a man and woman, and then they start waking up and realizing this is not the truth. And you are devastated because they woke up. You're devastated because they tried to show you the truth about this false religion, and you call them apostate. Do not come around here ever again. No. This is the reason why we're destroying this religion. It's what the members are programmed to do. Programmed to serve a false god that demands nothing but obedience, no matter what the cost is, or the sacrifice of a loved one. Would a parent kill their child? Would they put a gun at their head and shoot them because they don't want to be a witness anymore? If your answer is no, then you're lying. Because you're already doing that. You done put the gun at the person's head. When you destroy the bond of a family because of this religion, you just killed the person who loved you so much, wanted to show you what they learned, and your stupid ignorance is not letting your child to show you why they left this organization, what they have found in these publications that you supposed to know, that you put faith in. No, it's not the right of a parent. Put the blame on the person who left this organization. It's the parent's fault for listening to this stupid gummy body who practice hatred, control throughout the whole entire world of Jehovah's Witnesses. This is where the evil is. Let's continue a little bit more.
They could choose whether they wanted to remain with the congregation, have close association with their mom and their dad and their spiritual brothers and sisters, or whether they preferred some bad habit that was...
What is a bad habit? Waking up and realizing this is not the truth and never was the truth. Show me in the Bible where's a bad habit, waking up to the real truth. family should be blessed that one of the members woke up, so they should see by sitting down, examine the information he found to see is accurate and truthful. Then you can determine for yourself if Watchtower has been lying to you, or has Watchtower got you brainwashed. A normal person would not abandon the family, walk out a true religion, the real truth of the Bible, just to grow a beard, grow long hair. No. How dare you, saying that we choose to be wicked when we was leaving wickedness. Something to think about. Well, y'all have a nice day. Bye for now.